Sooner, everybody. How are we today? I'm doing great. This is a preset of the game between our 10th ranked Oklahoma Sooners and the 5th ranked Baylor Bears. The game will take place as the win is tomorrow, Thursday, November the 7th, 2013. The game is at 6:30 Central Time on Fox Sports 1. Before we get into the major insights to this game, you should know that there are still tickets available for the final home game against Iowa State. 2 ways to get hold of tickets. You can do it the new way by the El Computadore, your computer, iPad, whatever you want to say, just online at Soonersports.com. Or you can do it the old El Telefono way. Just dial up 1-800-456-GO-OU. That's 1-800-456-4668. And they will hook you up if they have any tickets left available for senior night against Iowa State. The weather for tomorrow's game is set to be 56 degrees in Waco, with a north-northeast wind at 5 miles an hour for kick. Tomorrow on the OU broadcast, of course, you can hear my good buddy, T-Row in the Morning Show, Toby Rowland, in the set as the play-by-play man. The color analyst will be Merv Johnson. Sideline reporters, of course, Chris Plank, the planker from Tulsa, the Buzz. And helping him out will be Football Minds, Dusty Voracek, and Teddy Lehman from Sports Talk 1400, the Ref in Norman. But if you want to listen to the TV analyst guys, the Fox Sports 1 guys, you're going to have to listen to Justin Kutcher on play-by-play, Joel Klatt on color analyst, and Christina Pink on the sideline mic. Things to know about this thing is that OU is the last team to beat Baylor since 2013. They are the last team to beat Norman. And since 2010, Baylor is 21-3. The losses... The wins include wins over our Oklahoma Sooners, TCU, and Texas A&M. Those are the 3 losses. Of course, that not including the last time they met in Waco. Last time they played in Norman, Oklahoma won last year, 42-34 in 2012. Sooners win in Norman last time they played. Biggest win for the Sooners was the win last time out over a pretty good Baylor team, 42-34 in Waco, or in Norman, a pretty big win. For the Sooners. The biggest win against Stoops came the year before in 2011, last time out there in Waco. Baylor won a wild win over number 5 Oklahoma, 45-38. The Heisman Trophy winning game for Robert Griffin III now with the Redskins. Conference titles for Baylor and Oklahoma, 0 for the Bears. That could change by the end of this year, but still this year, stuck at zeros. Well, Oklahoma has the one in 2000 with Stoops. 2002, 2004, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2010, and back to business in 2012. Art Briles is the head coach for Baylor. He's in his 5th year with the Bears. He has also been at Houston. He was at Houston from 2003 to 2007 and had a career of 34-28 while at H-Town. But then when he joined the big boys in Waco from 08 to 2013, he now has a career of 39-30 games in Waco, finishing him off in a 10-year career from 2003 to 2013 of 73 and 58, including an 8-5 track last year, finishing them in 5th place, tied with the other 3 teams, TCU, Texas Tech, and West Virginia. As I said in the Did You Know stat, OU is the last team to beat Baylor, meaning that in 2012 they won their bowl game in the Holiday Bowl against UCLA, 49-26. Last year in 2012, Oklahoma coach Bob Stoops in his 14th year at OU. Been here since 1999. All of the wins came here from 1999 to present, all at Oklahoma. 152-37 here at Oklahoma. 10-3 last season. Tied with them for first place in 2012. And in the 2012 Cotton Bowl, lost to Texas A&M 41-13. There is an injury update for the Sooners. Of course, out for the season are Corey Nelson with a partially torn pectoral muscle and Jordan Phillips, a nose defensive tackle, out with chronic back issues, as is Trey McGuire out for personal reasons and because of his suspension. And just last week 2 weeks ago against Tech, an ACL tear to Trey Miller, the fullback. He's out for the year. But also out in that game, Frank Shannon had a deep thigh bruise and did practice this last Saturday and could participate in tomorrow night's game against Baylor. As for Baylor, no major injuries for the Bears. Probably because of all the points that they throw up there, they don't necessarily have to have all their guys play in all 4 quarters. For the Waco Baylor Bears, their biggest win of last year came in those wins after they lost to Oklahoma. All those wins, including a win over number 1 Kansas State in Waco, 54-24. Holy cow! Still remember that one. Biggest win for Oklahoma, of course, the Cotton Bowl between Oklahoma and Texas, 63-21 in that match against Texas. Art Briles is in his 5th year and has a career bowl record of here in Waco with Baylor and down in Houston, over in Houston with a 2-5 record with an 8.86 winning average percentage. Oklahoma Bob Stoops 7-7 all 14 games here at Oklahoma at a range of 507-7. Oh, and by the way, speaking of wins for Oklahoma, this win, if Oklahoma wins tomorrow night, could tie the Switzer, Barry Switzer, in all-time wins at Oklahoma. 3 major keys to do that. A, offense. Don't make any mistakes. You've done very well in that, of not making mistakes since the Texas game. Keep it up, Blake Bell and the boys. Defense, you have to keep plays in front of you. Do not let Baylor beat you deep. They will try to beat you deep. These guys average 10 yards a play. So, since they average 10 yards a play, if they get their 10 yards, knock them down. Sack the quarterback and make these guys eat lunch. They will score points, but what you have to do is score more points than the other team. And that's the only way that Oklahoma's going to do it is if the defense helps them out a lot in this game. Special teams, put yourself in good field position to where you can win the ball game. To where if you have to, make them drive 99 yards. Make them drive 80 yards. Yeah, they might not tire, the offense won't, but it'll give your offense time to plan and plan accordingly. Remember, offense, I cannot say this enough. If you want to win tomorrow, you cannot make mistakes. Thanks for watching the pregame to Oklahoma Baylor. See you on the postgame show, and as always, Boomer Sooner, everybody.